I welcome you all to News and Flash column of 27 July 2021. It is presented to you by Lawsico. I am Ankita Parida. Now let's proceed with this session. Our first news item is about the Kandla, which is becoming the first green SEZ. So Kandla SEZ was awarded IGBC Platinum rating today. IGBC Platinum rating is basically related to Indian Green Building Council, and Kandla SEZ is the first green SEZ to achieve the IGBC Green Cities Platinum rating for existing cities. The efforts of the Kandla SEZ team was applauded, especially noting the fact that this was accomplished in the Bhuj region where the water conservation and afforestation were critical intervention. The IGBC Platinum rating has been awarded for green master planning, policy initiative, and implementation of green infrastructure by the CIIs and the Indian Green Building Council. Moving to the second news item, it is about the ordnance factories. So, as we know, we have one of the biggest network of ordnance factory, and this ordnance factory is being taken into consideration for corporatization. So, to enhance the functional autonomy, efficiency, and to unleash new growth potential and innovation in Ordnance Factory, the government has decided corporatization of the Ordnance Factory Board. Ordnance Factory Board is basically a coordinating body which coordinates between the 41 ordnance factories which is there across the country. A plan for this has been mooted by the Kelkar Committee 2 decades ago, and now it has been streamlined. The Ordnance Factory are the oldest and the largest organization in the world's defense industry, with a history that dates back to 1787, that is 2 centuries back, when gunpowder factory was established at Ishapur by the British. The Ishapur factory had started production in 1791. So now the Ordnance Factory is headquartered at Kolkata. The Ordnance Factory Board is a conglomerate of 41 factories, 9 training institutes, and 3 regional marketing centers, and 5 regional controller of safety. With this corporatization, this Ordnance Factory will turn into a PSU, and it will not come under direct control of the ministry where the secretaries generally take the decision. So the Ordnance Factory Board employees, federation and association have opposed the government decision to corporatize the Ordnance Factory Board. The employees federation have intimated white letter dated 29th June 2021 that they would serve strike notice on 8 July 2021 and would commence indefinite strike from 26 July 2021. Moving to the third news item, it is about Atal Bhujal Yojana. So, Atal Bhujal Yojana, which is a World Bank aided central sector scheme of government of India to restore the groundwater situation in the country, it has been implemented, and it has a total outlay of 6,000 crore, out of which 3,000 crores will be loan from World Bank. The main focus of the scheme is on community participation and demand side intervention for sustainable groundwater management in identified water stressed areas of 7 states. These 7 states comprise of Gujarat, Haryana, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Uttar Pradesh. So, this scheme is expected to contribute significantly toward the water and food security of the participating states. So, basically, the Atal Bhujal Yojana is about restoring the groundwater situations in these 7 states. The scheme has 2 components, that is, institutional strengthening and capacity building component, and it is aimed at strengthening the groundwater governance mechanism in participating states. Secondly, it is about incentive component aimed at incentivizing the states for various measures, including adoption of practices for efficient water use and supply side intervention for ensuring long term sustainability of groundwater resources. Moving to the next positive news of today, Puri becomes India's first city to provide quality drinking tap water. Puri became the first city in India where people can avail high quality drinking water directly from tap on 24-hour basis under drink from tap scheme. So henceforth, people need not have to store or filter drinking water. So basically, people do not have to invest anymore on the gadgets and equipments that are used for purification of water like aquaguards and RO. There and thereby they can drink water directly from the tap. The project would benefit 2 lakh citizens of Puri and 2 crore tourists who visit the tourist place every year. They need to have to move around with water bottle. Puri would no more be burdened with 400 metric tons of plastic waste. Water fountains have been developed at 400 locations in Puri to avail the citizens with this facility. Moving to our next news item, it is about Lebanon. Lebanon picks billionaire Najib Mikati to form new government. Leading Lebanese businessman Najib Mikati has secured enough votes in parliamentary consultation to be designated as the next prime minister, raising hopes for urgently needed government to tackle the crippling financial crisis. Mr. Mikati has received 72 out of 118 votes in parliament, and Lebanon has been run by a caretaker administration for nearly a year. And after this situation, Najib Mikati has taken up as prime minister in this country. Moving to our next news item, it's about Thane Century proposal for the Mumbai Metropolitan Region Ramsar site. So, the Mumbai metropolitan region is likely to get its first Ramsar site at Thane Creek Flamingo Sanctuary, with Maharashtra Mangrove Cell submitting the proposal for approval to the State Wetland Authority. A Ramsar site is a wetland area designated to be of international importance under the Ramsar Convention, an intergovernmental environmental treaty that provides the framework for national action and international cooperation for the conservation and wise use of wetland and their resources. So this was all for today. If you like our video, please like and subscribe. Thank you.